So here we go. And so this is the Africa Unite Beauty and Fashion Conference. And our theme for our event is celebrating African beauty and fashion. And we have panelists from the industry as well as a panelist from the pharmaceutical industry. And we would like to start our event. I am the moderator for today, and my name is Audrey Mulama. I'm the founder of KCBO, and our second moderator for the event is Maureen Otieno. She is a health and development practitioner. She has expertise in health rights and pharmaceuticals. She holds an MA degree in development social justice with focus on human rights, gender, and conflict management. She also has a BA in social sciences, that is psychology, sociology, and conflict management. And she holds a diploma in pharmacy. Our guest panelist for this series is Jane Wanjiku. She is a project management student at the Kenyatta University, and she is a high fashion model. And our second group of panelists are Clara Anyango. She is an English literature student and a model artist. And we have Beatrice Otunga, who is a professional art teacher and a high fashion model. So KCBO is hosting this event, and we have focused ourselves on environmental conservation and issues, particularly with mercury, focus on mercury, because mercury is in the metals and mining industry. And also we have concerns of mercury also in cosmetic products. So our activities include environmental conservation in this extractive industry, land and water reclamation of mercury despolations, Brembo Online, this is like whatever we are doing right now, and provision of bio alternatives to mercury used in ASGM communities. So the theme for our event is embracing health and natural beauty and aligning the industry to the Sustainable Development Goals. So our main concern with the use of cosmetics is carcinogens, which is also found in skin lightening, creams, products, and it's a really great concern for us as an environmental organization. And whatever we are doing for this event is to provide a venue where people meet and interact with beauty and medical experts in matters pertaining to health care, skincare, preventive checkups, tests, and all disorders regarding to skin, and how we can empower our listeners and those who are in the industry, how they can avoid mercury and other carcinogens in cosmetics. And also to market our industry, the fashion and beauty industry, in Kenya to the international community. So under the theme, embracing natural beauty, we're encouraging young people to be self-conscious about the environment, and we have great panelists who are also passionate about how they can take care of the environment, and also to be aware of the products, how they can be enlightened on the products they use as industry people, and finally just to care for the environment. So we want to promote the Sustainable Development Goals. Goal number 3, being good health and well-being. Goal number 14, life below water. Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. And goal number 12, responsible consumption and air production. So thank you so much. And these are our contact details if you want to get in touch with us. So I'll continue by inviting our first panelist. Her name is Jane Wanjiku. Jane, kindly unmute and we get to hear from you. Welcome.
Hello. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. My name is Jenny Wanjiku Kimani. I am a student at Kenyatta University. I'm so delighted to be here today with you people, all of you, since you're all helping in the environmental cleaning and also to help us to have a good beauty product. Okay, I am a student at Kenyatta University. I'm a student at Kenyatta University, and I'm also a model. Uh, I started modeling when I was very young, in class 8, but due to my religion background, I wasn't able to model. But later on, I changed and I started modeling. Okay, so about cosmetics, I would really like that one day that mercury should be banned in every in every cosmetic uh, in every cosmetic use, and I would really like that one day people would stop bleaching and lightening their skin, because I have learned that it is so harmful to our skin and it can damage our skin and it can also cause so many things such as cancer and also kidney failures. I have gone. I started going to other beauty, beauty auditions, fashion auditions, and show auditions, and I got into some of the shows. Like, Audrey, would you kindly please go
Yes.
to the other page? Okay, so I started. First, I started by going to my school, which is Kenyatta University, where I started modeling there. And in my first show, I was crowned as the second runners-up in School of Business, and it really motivated me to go even further. Then I went to Ubuntu. Ubuntu is one of my shows, Ubuntu, and then I went to other shows like Mashujaa Awards and some of the various some of them, yeah. That is Mashujaa Awards 2019, where I was modeling for them. Here is a showcase during Culture Week festivals, and I got lucky. I appeared in the newspapers. Okay, then I continued modeling. This is my journey in modeling. Um, I kindly go to the next page. Yeah, he is in Ubuntu Creative Arts, where they were showcasing art. I was lucky to be chosen by eFashion, where I went to represent them in Full Circle in Switch TV. Then it gave me an opportunity to also showcase in their e-fashion, which was upcoming, but due to COVID-19, it was postponed. But I don't know which the date that it will be next. Okay. Um, let's continue to the second page. I'm currently trained by D&D Clothing. They've given me opportunity to develop my career in modeling, and right now they're training me, and they're also giving me an opportunity to showcase in some shows, although it hasn't yet started. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for them because I know my dreams are going to come true one day. Okay, modeling has really taught me a lot of things. It has taught me over the years to care for the less fortunate, to work for what I want, to be a good leader, to never give up on never give up on anything that I really want. And it has also made me develop a big passion into venturing change. I would really love that one day I become somebody who makes change in things that are not good and make them good. like the way we are doing with the cosmetics products. And I would like to be one day to 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 be a leader not just in the modeling industry, but also in other talents. Yes. Could you go to the next slide? Okay. African Beauty Fashion for Fashion Conference. It has given me another opportunity to be part of change, which is kicking out Mercury, and I'm so grateful to African Unite and KCBO for giving me this opportunity to be part of change. That we're going to change the cosmetics from being bad to being good, because so many people have been affected by this, but not everyone is coming out to say that we should change this habit. And I'm really grateful for you guys to consider us and giving us this opportunity to be part of change. Thank you so much, Audrey, and thank you so much, African Unite. Thank you so much, KCBO. Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you, Jane. That was such a wonderful presentation. Yeah. So moving on to the next presenter, but if you still want to get in touch with Jane, here are her contact details. She will be gladly thrilled if you involve her in any work involving fashion and also other talents she has. So our next presenter is Beatrice Otunga. She is a professional art teacher and a model artist. High fashion is her specific brand. Hello, Beatrice, are you in the line?
So my name is Beatrice Otunga. Beatrice Otunga, I am a Kenyan. I'm an artist. I joined Buruburu Institute of Fine Arts in 2016. I had passion in art, but I didn't realize that I had much potential. So I started modeling back in college, but I didn't take it seriously. I didn't take it seriously because I was an artist and I had to concentrate on my artwork, which was time consuming. So I actually started modeling last year after I graduated. And then I realized the importance of being a professional model. So people will judge you the way you carry yourself. So that's how I realized the need of becoming a professional model. So I went to train to be a professional model. After I realized I have potential in modeling and I had passion, I went to train. Last year I started last year. I can say I started last year, and I've achieved so much, like in commercial modeling, in printing and high fashion modeling. I have achieved, the little time I've done, I have achieved a lot. So back in college, I went to do artist, which I took graphic design as option, but the school was a fine artist school. So I started my drawing skills back in college. I went to learn art as a skill. I started my drawing illustrations. Here are some of the illustrations I've done. Actually, I focus on the portrait art. So here are some of the illustrations I've done. These are pencil work. I've used different techniques such as smooth shading, cross hatching. I can use different geometric shapes like circles to come up with an artwork. So here are some of the works I've done in college. Maybe you move to the next page. Also here, some of the illustrations I've done. Here, these illustrations, they're just pencil work, but then I used paint to paint the illustration. I use the illustrations to tell a story, maybe of something that is happening. So I use illustrations to tell a story of something. So if you really take a look at the work here, you can realize that the illustrations tell a story. This is a story of someone who was born and lived only for 7 days. And for these 7 days, he went through all life stages. So when you take a look at the illustrations, they tell a story. So we'll move to the next stage, maybe. So after I finished school, before I even graduated, I used some of my artworks as my portfolio to find a job in an international school. And I've been teaching kids. In primary school, and here are some of the work they have been doing. You can see mosaic work, coloring, pencil work. These are just some of the work that my students have been doing. These are students who are aged between 8 to 12 years. So these are just a few pieces they have been doing. I've been doing with them. So maybe move to the next page. Yeah. Like I said, I did graphic design as an option. So graphic design is basically computer art. So I can do both computer art and the other art. So here are some of the work I've done for the clients. Customized products. I have done publications, printing, poster designs, branding. So different types of graphic designs. Maybe move to the next page. So about cosmetics. First of all,
there was a page on cosmetics. Yes, please talk about it.
Okay. So first of all, let me take this opportunity to appreciate you have given me this chance to showcase my work. Thank you for this opportunity. So I believe that maybe with my illustrations, with my skills in illustration, I can use this opportunity to come up with illustrations to sensitize the public on about these cosmetics. So now that most of us are using these cosmetics, especially some of us in the fashion industry, we are using these cosmetics, and some of them are not good. Some of them are harmful to the human consumption. So maybe I thank you for this opportunity. I can use this opportunity to come up with illustrations to show the general public on the harmful one from the
I understand. Thank you so much, Beatrice. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation, and we'll get back to during the panel discussion on the cosmetics and your own experience on cosmetics. So if you want to reach Otunga, these are her details. You can get to her, email her, and see her work in the social media pages. Thank you so much. So our next presenter is Clara Onyango.
Yes.
Okay, karibu sana, welcome.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Okay, my name is Clara Onyango. I'm a student from the Kenyatta University, pursuing Bachelor of Arts Education, English Literature. I am a runway, commercial, and editorial model. I've taken part in both high fashion and pageant models, and among them are the Mr. and Miss Onagi KU 2019-2020, where that was my first runway event. And then I went to Light Mr. and Miss Autism Kenya, where it was all about creating awareness on autism. And then later I went for Mr. and Miss Status KU, where I managed to get the crown. There are the pictures over there. Okay, in my modeling career, I've taken a lot of photos, but not as much. I'm still trying to grow myself, but as you can see, they're over here.
Just continue.
Okay, on the cosmetics part, is it okay? On the cosmetics part, okay, Okay, cosmetics are our daily. Cosmetics have become a necessity in our daily lives. Yeah, in our daily lives as women. As the cosmetic industry is growing, as many products are trying to are coming out to the market, and among them are those affordable, and they are the other good ones. So there was a time I went and bought a foundation, and yeah, I've used a foundation and a sunscreen that had affected my skin. They caused irritation and some rashes and pimples on my face. So the government should regulate the cosmetics getting into the country, since some of them are made out of harmful substances such as mercury and the rest. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Clara, for your brief presentation. Yeah, thank you. And we'll get back to the panel discussion on the dangers on cosmetics and etc. So if you would like to contact Clara, these are her contact details. And Clara can be found on email. And if you need to know her social media pages, you can also get in touch to her by email. Thank you so much, Clara. So our final presenter is our moderator, and she is Maureen Mungao, a pharmaceutical expert and practitioner. So she will highlight on what the models have really highlighted and give us a limelight of how we can prevent ourselves from getting these products into our systems. Thank you, Maureen. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Audrey. So yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. So I'll go to the focus of the discussion, talking about mercury. KCBO is mainly an organization that advocates for the not using mercury in mining, and so now we've got this into the health industry, whereby so many personal care products contain mercury, which is harmful to our health. And unfortunately, most people don't have this information. So I'm going to present to you about mercury and what has been documented about mercury. So why is mercury mostly used in personal care products? First, it's because mercury is a skin lightener. And how does it do this? Its mode of action is that mercury salts inhibit formation of melanin. You know, melanin is the darkening component of our skin. So when it's inhibited, its formation is inhibited, it results into a lighter skin tone. Unfortunately, lighter skin tones are reinforced by the media, advertising, and marketing to be more desirable than darker skin tones, especially for the models. And I'm glad that we have the models on this platform, where we are going to really tell you that dark skin tone is not, as it has been always been reinforced, that dark skin tone is not beautiful. As Africans, we should embrace our dark skin tones. We are still beautiful in our dark skin tones. We shouldn't use chemicals to make our skins lighter at the expense of our health. So this is why I'm talking about not using mercury containing products. So we have laws that govern the cosmetic and personal care products, and unfortunately they are limited, and despite the fact that they are known to cause cancer, they are legally allowed in personal care products. So we have the Minamata Convention on Mercury, which establishes a limit amount of 1 milligram per kilogram for skin lightening products. Yet, many cosmetic products still contain mercury levels higher than that, so that they can increase the whitening, which is advocated by the beauty standards. So despite having so many countries have banned mercury in their countries, there are still products that contain mercury, which are easily obtainable, mainly using mercury as an active ingredient, mostly as a bleaching agent in moisturizers, and this is because mercury is not expensive. Yeah. So high levels of mercury are mostly found in products that promise to fade dark blemishes and fine lines. These skin lightening products come in different forms, and I would want to make it known so that you are all cautious when you are buying these products. So it's important to know the forms in which they come in, that is in creams, soaps, and moisturizers. And mercury is also used as a preservative in cosmetics for the eye areas, such as mascara and some eye makeup cleansers. It is also of note that the Minamata Convention does not establish a limit for eye area cosmetics, where mercury is used as a preservative and it's not effective. And there is no effective and safe substitutes that are available. That is according to the World Health Organization. So it's unfortunate that the eye makeup mostly use mercury because there is no other preservative that is known. So this is to caution you when you're using eye personal care products such as mascara, you need to be very, very cautious in the amount of mascara you use, especially you models, because it is well known that mercury is the only preservative that is used. So it would be wise for people not to use it for a prolonged period of time. In our next presentation, you're going to see that mercury has a lot of health. Mercury is very harmful to our health. And so I'll move to the health effects actually. So when it's applied topically, mercury causes irritations, rashes, and discoloration. And you've just heard from one of the models that she got these rashes and discoloration using contain mercury. And you can already see it's evident mercury is harmful to our health. Also, when it is absorbed, it's been documented by the World Health Organization that it causes kidney and nervous system toxicity. And also, the World Health Organization documents that kidney damage is the primary adverse effect of mercury. It can also cause anxiety, depression, and psychosis. So the long-term use of mercury leads to damaged eyes. It also damages the lungs, the digestive system, and the immune system. There's also another health effect, which is a decrease in resistance to bacterial and fungal infection. This implies that when you're using products that contain mercury, the chances of contracting bacterial and fungal infections will be high because your immune system is lowered by the use of mercury. That makes it now resistance. It increases it lowers the resistance for bacterial and fungal infections. So you should really take note of that and know when you're purchasing your personal care products, be cautious about personal care products that contain mercury. Also, in pregnancy, mercury has been shown to cause developmental problems in infants. So pregnant mothers are encouraged not to use mercury-containing products in their personal care. Audrey, please, the next slide. So it's been found that mercury is released into water natural food supplies such as fish. This is why you see more pregnant mothers are not being advised to take fish because you might not know where the fish is coming from and you might not know what has polluted the water that the fish is generated from. So it is also very cautious about the kind of food you consume because most of the time people are not really aware of the harm they are causing to the environment and also to themselves when they use this mercury product. It's now recognized that a product has mercury because of the names that mercury is used. Mercury has so many names. Despite just mercury, it goes by names such as symbol for mercury in chemistry is Hg. So sometimes you'll see an Hg and not really mercury. And for people who don't have this knowledge, they'll not know that they are buying products that contain mercury. So another name for mercury is also mercuric iodide, mercurous chloride, silver, cannabaris, hydragagi, oxidum rubrum. It's very personal care product. Also, high-level mercury products appear in color since mercury is gray. So when you see a product that is gray, be cautious. It's also important that you know that mercury has been banned in other countries. So it could be important that when you're buying your personal care products, also check the country of manufacture. That can also guide you and buy products from. I'll be talking about that much later in my next presentation. My next slides, I'll also talk about the countries that have banned mercury and those that not, so that you're aware where you can buy your products, from which countries you can buy your products. And then there are regulations that govern. So the Minamata Convention on Mercury is a global treaty to protect human health and the environment from its components. This treaty was entered into force in August 2017, and as of November 2019, 114 countries had ratified the convention. So after 2020, it's expected that parties to the convention are required to have banned manufacture, importation, and exportation of cosmetics that contain mercury above 1 milligram per kilogram. Also, the European Union and many other countries have regulations banning mercury cosmetics. These other countries include Canada, Philippines, the US, Ghana, Nigeria, and Uganda. And this is what I talked about previously. If you want to know that your products do not have mercury, you could consider buying products that come from these countries that have put this treaty into implementation. And because other products from manufactured in other countries, there's no guarantee that you're not going to get this mercury in the product. So if you want to be on the safe side, please look at the country of manufacture. You could consider these countries to have those products because they have implemented the treaty. Yeah. So what do we need to do away with mercury? So to prevent the public from negative health effects of mercury, it is important to engage different parts of the society. This includes there should be an established and promoting of the legislation such that the legislation does adhere to these regulations that ban mercury. And then there is need to implement compliance and enforcement strategies for legislation such as training of custom agents and identification of manufacturers and supply chains. Then we also need to strengthen the laboratory capacity to test for mercury in skin lightening products. Then we need to conduct advocacy campaigns run by the national health authorities, and there's need to increase awareness of health professionals of health risks associated with skin lightening products, especially mercury, so that they are able to inform and educate patients and the entire community. Also, at all you really want to lighten your skin, because now that it's advocated that light skin is beauty, you could also other than mercury, and this could be like vitamin C has been documented to also have a light skin lightening effect. So it's also encouraged that instead of using mercury, you can use other safe products such as vitamin C that can lighten your skin. Yeah, if at all skin lightening is really, really key. Yeah, so yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Maureen. That was a wonderful presentation, very educative and informative. Now, allow me to stop the screen sharing and move to our panelists. And with regard to cosmetic products, I would like Beatrice to just share with us your experience with cosmetics. There was a slide missing, but hopefully we can catch up. So kindly tell us on how your own experience on products that you have encountered as a professional high fashion model.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So mainly, the kind of cosmetics I've experienced, I will not mention names, but from the shampoos, I've used some shampoos and other makeups that didn't work with my face. The makeup didn't work with my face. They brought rashes to my face. So then I realized maybe I didn't use the right one. So that is the experience I've had.
Thank you so much, Beatrice, for sharing that. And Maureen, what apart from mercury, do you feel there are other ingredients that are within the cosmetic products that are also harming us users apart from mercury?
Yes, there are so many documented agents known to cause harm to our health, including formaldehydes and formaldehyde-containing products, which are very common in our cosmetics because of the theme of KCBO, which is kicking out mercury in both mining, and that is pertaining to the environment. So I focused on mercury to see the harmful effects of mercury in health. But yeah, there are so many other carcinogens that are documented, and very many of them that are harmful to health. So we could have another session for those, then we can talk about them.
Okay, and also as a health expert, in case the user or myself have encountered these cosmetics and they have the effects on us, how can we remedy ourselves so that we get better than before? Are there things we're supposed to do? What should we do, and how can we stop the effects from proceeding on in our health systems?
How can you remedy the effects? Like already we had seen, mercury causes a lot of health effects, like kidney toxicity, like skin rashes, yeah, all those effects that you talked about. So first, the remedy first, you need to stop using it. Whatever product you're using that contains mercury, the first thing you need to do is first stop using it. And then secondly, you need to go seek medical advice from a medical professional, because already you have the effects on you. The only way out is to go for seek medical advice. Yeah, but now you'll be given treatment. There's treatment. You'll be given treatment, and once you're given treatment, you'll need to be now very cautious next time you're purchasing products, not to go for the mercury containing products. Like I mentioned about skin lightening products, there are other products that can be used instead of mercury. For instance, vitamin C. And vitamin C is readily available mostly in fruits like lemons, oranges. Consuming such can help you because vitamin C has been found to be a very effective skin lightening agent. Yes.
I like the fact you say consume.
Sorry?
You say consume, which I feel is very important. Consume, not apply.
Vitamin C?
Yes, the lemon, the oranges, you consume.
Yeah, you consume them. But there again, if you look at some ingredients on other cosmetics, you can see vitamin C is part. So I'm just giving an example of an alternative skin lightening agent. Yeah.
Okay, that's really informative. And another aspect of cosmetic products, we have now, the carcinogens, the small carcinogens ingredients in the products. Is there a likelihood that these carcinogens can build up to cancer?
Yes, of course, that is why they are called carcinogens. So carcinogens are chemicals that are known to cause cancer. That is why we use the name carcinogens. So yeah, they are known to cause cancer. That is why they've been classified as carcinogens. And there are different classes of the harm they cause to our bodies. So I think there's need for us to have another session where we can talk in detail about this other, because there are many. It's not only mercury that is a carcinogen. Yeah, there are so many other. Like I mentioned before, mostly the most common carcinogens in our personal care products and beauty products are formaldehyde and formaldehyde containing agents. So those are the most common, but there are so many others that are contained in these products that cause cancer that have been shown and documented to cause cancer. So in general, the chemicals that are found in our care products, most of them are very harmful to our health. It could be if at all people can move to not using chemicals containing products and just focus on the natural, like for instance, consuming vitamin C. Yeah, like the natural ways of just taking care of our skin, then that is very, very much advisable. But again, it's not that easy, considering again, there's so much advocacy by the beauty standard setting companies, let's say companies that work with cosmetics. Yeah, they also have to market these products. And it's unfortunate that it's always advocated for that lighter skin tone is more beautiful than dark skin tone. So this is where you get so many young girls wanting to have their skins with a lighter tone. But again, there's need for us to advocate for people to embrace their skin color as it is. There's beauty in being dark. So maybe there's also need for the cosmetic manufacturing companies to produce personal care products that really enhance our natural skin tone and not really something that is going to change our skin tone to something that is not ours. That's why there's need for advocacy with different parts of the society, like I said, in the actions that are needed. We need to come up with a forum for all these people so that we exchange ideas and get to agree on to really the manufacturers really need to adhere to the regulations that are put in place, and also they need to be cautious about the harms these personal care products are causing to people, so that they include ingredients that are not going to cause harm to our health.
And thank you so much for what you just echoed, that, the manufacturers should come and be, talk and discuss and be regulated and have one or two or three things they need to discuss with regard to industry standards. And Beatrice, can you give us your experience as a high fashion model and yourself as, as a artist? Your experience as a model, do you feel that the dark skin population of the model are normally portrayed as the way they should, like the light, or do you feel that the standards in the country, in Kenya, I'm talking of Kenya, how is it? Please share your experience.
The little experience I have in Kenya, this is in Kenya. So, for example, when you go for auditions, for high fashion auditions, you find that some events, they choose light skin models over the dark skin models. So it's what you'll find that these organizers, maybe they prefer light skin models. So I think that's one of the reasons you see some of the girls nowadays, they want to bleach themselves so they can be light skinned.
And Because this is a contrast to what I'm seeing in the international market, where I'm seeing very dark melanin models being chosen from, from the latter. And, for us, it's a shock, and we feel that, it's not, that's not the agreeable standards for your industry and for the fashion and modeling industry. Whether you're light or dark, it should not be the basis of why you're not chosen. But what I feel, there's a lot of potential for the black skinned model. And they should not, being your best, that's the best career you can be. Like, you present yourself the way you are naturally, and you use cosmetics that actually enhance the real you and not try to change or alter the thing that you're not. Yes, and we have very good models who are doing very well, and they're dark melanin models. So I would say just not to lose hope, and maybe you raise your standards now to market yourself internationally. And I feel this platform will also provide models like you, with the market you need for you to be known outside there. So I think, unless you have any questions, Maureen, any few comments you need to add?
Yeah, I would just emphasize that really there's need for advocacy for us to embrace our skin tone as it is. And if there's any personal or cosmetic product that you're going to use, let us use cosmetics that do not contain these harmful carcinogens. We need to be cautious, and that can only happen when we are knowledgeable. So this is very important, actually, and thank you for this platform, because yeah, this is the kind of knowledge that needs to be shared to every female out there who is using this product, so that we are taking good care of our health and not just becoming beautiful at the expense of our health.
True.
It is really very important to take care of our health much as we want to look beautiful, because ill health will definitely lead to not having a good look. So we need to start with our health first before we can use products to enhance, products that really are going to interfere and cause us very harmful effects that may make us not even have the confidence to go out wanting to be seen by others. So let's start from within. Take good care of ourselves, let us be healthy. And yeah, good looks are also very important for us, but let's be cautious about the products we use. Yes, yeah, that is what I would really like to emphasize on. And so this makes it very important for this platform for us to share with. I would really encourage that we share such kind of discussions to a wider coverage where more people are involved, and even get on board these manufacturers and regulators, so that, like you see, so many countries have not ratified for the Minamata Convention against cosmetics. And even if those that are ratified, some of them are not really very keen about the ban of carcinogens. So we really need to carry on with this kind of advocacy so that we reach a wider platform. And also this is taken in very, very seriously, so that countries can take up the implementation of not allowing carcinogens in beauty products. And also for the models, it's also important that the models are informed about the kind of cosmetics they're using, because I know many of them do not really have this knowledge about the mercury in their personal care product. So it's important that this information gets out there and people are aware of the kind of products they're using and what they contain and what they can cause to their bodies. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Maureen. And I think we can end our session there. Thank you so much, Beatrice, for coming. And we will be sharing this one. So bye-bye. See you. Thank you so much, and have a good afternoon.
Good afternoon too.